Thank you, fellas. Just wanted to take a brief moment of silence for Pat Stay. As the whole culture knows, we lost a legend, a pioneer, a goat in battle rap and hip hop on September 4th. But welcome to Battle Rap Unfiltered. But today's episode will be one of condolences and remembrance for Pat Stay. We have Mitts and we have LP and Kels here today. So I know the culture has been mourning, everyone in their own way. Everyone's been putting up videos and posts and their favorite Pat Stay moments and things like that. What did Pat Stay do for you guys in regards to battle rap or whatever the case is?
For me, I've been doing battle rap for long years. I should say I've been invested in the battle rap for a long amount of time. And then you always have these times where you take a hiatus and you just ain't into it. I had one of my coworkers bring up Pat Stay battle against A Verb. I'm like, all right, check it out. Check that out. Led me to another battle. Led me to another battle. Next thing you know, I done checked out a gang of Pat Stay battles, and I'm back in battle rap. Like Pat Stay, bro, he enlightened me to realize like comedy in battle rap and doing it well. It's like you're actually legit laughing when you by yourself watching these videos. Like, this dude is tripping, but he's funny. He's crazy. Like, what? And then the resume on top of that, because when you're watching some of these battles and some of the battlers that he's going against and whatnot, the tier status of these people is just that whole aura of him being on stage. You're like, every battle feel like a classic. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, I rocked with Pat Stay. I'm gonna say that much. Like, I definitely rocked with Pat Stay. I love the fact, I think my favorite thing about him is the fact that he was on every league, I believe. I heard it was
I feel like he was on every
single
league for sure. Yeah.
Like,
every major platform, he was on it.
bro, for a person that's been in battle rap that long with a resume like that, and to be able to accomplish something like that, that's hard to do. And we all know Pat Stay made it look easy.
He did. He was smooth. You know,
Yeah, man. I second everything LP said. He also helped, bridge the gap between American battle rap and Canadian battle rap.
Big facts.
That's a huge thing to do. I think he also, bridged the gap between urban battle rap and suburban battle rap. Coming from Canada and stuff like that as well, crossing it over to, just not the urban community, but the suburban community as well. His aura, his presence, he just brought it all. He was like, just a full, complete battle rapper. And it just saddens me when I woke up to hear the news. And he's a legend, definitely going to be missed. You asked me which battle is my favorite. I got it on behind me. The Shotgun Suge versus, Pat Stay battle, Gnome 9. 30 for Pat Stay, respectfully.
Hey, put some respect on Suge Day, but no, Pat came. He come to play with that boy that night.
And to tell you the truth was, I knew about Pat Stay on King of the Dot and all that, but this was the battle that really like, oh, who is this dude? He coming out here and just 30. And I mean, I don't know if this is his URL debut, but it's the first time I seen him on URL. Yeah. He just came out here in 30 Suge. We go to the Tay Rock battle. First time I ever saw Tay Rock choke was against Pat Stay.
First time he did it, period, was against Pat Stay.
Facts, right? So yeah, Pat Stay definitely a legend, staple, man. Condolences to his family, condolences to his whole camp, condolences to the whole battle rap community. Definitely was a shocker.
Yeah, I think my introduction to Pat Stay was, I think, against Sharon or Disaster. And when I was like younger in the battle rap scene, like I had no idea that, like Grind Time days was like funny, like they were cracking jokes or whatever. But like once it started to evolve and there's more punchlines and schemes and stuff like that, the comedy centric side of it kind of went away. And then I never seen anybody push the envelope like Pat Stay. Like there was no topic he was scared to travel in. Like,
yeah, because he done said some very disrespectful things.
Yeah. And I think that's part of it though, right? Like he's this big, brolic looking dude, but he's not overly machismo. Like he teeters on that line of like, yo, that's suspect. You know, he jumps and hurdles that line back and forth all the time, but then he makes stuff funny and he makes it hilarious. And not to mention, if we're going to talk about swag, to be honest, I think Pat Stay did it before Goods. Honestly,
Facts.
as far as like bringing an aura and a swag in the battle rap.
The man's in a flower suit behind mitts. Who can
I was
do
gonna
that,
say
bro?
that. I was gonna say that dude's in a flower suit cooking Suge, you know? Like who has the confidence to come out in that and cook Suge?
Real. Like he played no games, even though he was playing games. Like the dude made everything look so effortless. Like everything he did was just smooth and suave. And he can dip in and out of pockets where he's telling jokes or he's landing punchlines or schemes or real talk, whatever the case is. I don't think there was anything that Pat Stay couldn't do. He rebutted. Like he did it all. I mean, his resume, like you mentioned before, his resume is consistent of top tier battlers. Like he held championships and titles, and he's battled in 4 different countries. Like, come on.
You know, another thing that's dope is that, let's be real, battle rap is a predominantly minority-based community. Mm-hmm. For a guy like Pat Stay, of his race, comes into battle rap and no one can say nothing bad about him. No one has anything bad to say about him, because on stage he's competitor, but off stage genuine. Yeah. I've never met Pat Stay, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know this, that, and third. But we fans, we see the videos, the Instagrams and Twitters and all of whatever, and it's like you can tell certain people's character outside of off the stage and whatnot. And Pat Stay had a character that you could clearly see, like, I want to meet that dude. Like he seems like a likable guy. Like, and I love that for the fact that, how do you say this? He's invited to the barbecue.
Facts.
Facts.
Not only is he invited to the barbecue, he probably flirting with your auntie. Like, I mean,
and I'm okay with that.
I mean, he even had a comedy show that he had started and was starring in and writing and things like that. So Pat Stay was doing things outside of just battle rap. I mean, he was
definitely putting skits and little shows together. Yeah. I see it on YouTube all the time. Like, and he's jumping into different characters. It's like, how do you not like this guy? Like, I don't know, man. Like, he was a dope individual in my eyes.
His GoFundMe had a goal of 100K. And last I checked, it's at 85K.
Nice.
So he's getting his family. He left behind two young kids, and I want to say a wife. I don't know for sure, but probably. So he was a family man, and all of the interviews and feedback that I've seen from other people who have been in contact with him is, I don't know him either. They had nothing but high things to say about him. You know, he was a kind, genuine person and things like that. Controversial. I know it's people don't really want to talk about it, but he was stabbed to death. But, you know, I think Disaster put out a tweet that, you know, Pat was actually breaking up a fight between other people, which, you know,
that's so Pat Stay, bro. Like, that's so Pat Stay.
He's gonna go out stopping somebody from doing something stupid. So, you know, I think it's even to the very end, his character was tried and true. Like, that's who he was. And I don't think anybody can say anything bad about Pat Stay, not on the battle platform, not outside of that. I mean, he was a legend. I mean,
yeah.
For all intent and purposes, the dude was a GOAT, man.
Definitely a legend for sure.
Like, his style and him, who he was and what he did to this culture, can never be replaced, only imitated. You know, like he put a stamp. He has a legacy in battle rap, and it's going to forever be there, for real. So, one thing I do want to add, though, I don't want to hear a single Pat Stay bar.
I like that.
I don't want to hear a single one. If you
I like that.
A Pat Stay bar in your round, You lost the round to me.
Don't be saying no, look at you go, word to Pat Stay. Bro, none of that.
No.
None of that. Like, just if you ain't saying RIP, don't say nothing.
If it ain't nothing crazy respectful, like don't.
Yeah.
We not about to
they're all professionals. I think they smart enough to know that they better than the right. So I think Summer Madness, I don't think we'll hear no Pat Stay bars. And hopefully they're going to tribute at Summer Madness too for Pat Stay.
I hope so.
Hopefully let's do something like that. Smack. Come on, Smack. Beastie.
I'd assume that every event that gets thrown from here till, maybe the rest of the year or whatever, if it's your first event since this incident, you ain't got no choice but to do a Pat Stay tribute. Like, and if you don't, I don't know how I feel about you. That's how I feel about you.
Especially the ones that he actually performed on their league. So RBE should have one.
Yeah.
BD should have one. I feel like GTX should have one just for the fact that he's connected so well.
I think GTX gonna go crazy with their tribute. They're gonna go crazy with that tribute because they
might do it the whole year.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
yeah. I think GTX and King of the Dot gonna go crazy,
Big fact.
For sure. Especially Big Organic. Fact. Shout out to Organic, King of the Dot, man.
Shout out Organic.
I know he going through it as well.
I was just finna say that too. I seen Lush One put up a tweet, and at the end of it, he was like, check on Organic. I'm like, man.
I think one of Organic's quotes was talking about how he was actually working with Pat to bring KOTD back with a big card, including either Oxymiron or Geechee for Pat Stay battle against, which would have been crazy.
I heard Goods was they put a list out on Twitter.
Goods and Pat Stay was a match I've always wanted to see.
I definitely would.
That'd have been the style clash, literally a style clash. So,
but they put a list out on Twitter of the few people he said he wanted to battle, and Goods was on that list. I sorry, no shade to the other battles. I just don't remember that whole list, but
yeah, and not for nothing, to the battle rap culture, give y'all artists their flowers, to the platforms, to the leagues, give them their flowers, give them their respect while they're here. We're gonna start doing a series called, and maybe the name will change, but Flowers 2. And we're going to start giving the flowers to these battle rappers who have deserved it, highlighting some of their accomplishments and what they've done to the culture, for the culture, because these artists, they're people too, they want to be recognized, not just for, I had a great 3 rounds against so-and-so, but like, hey, I've been doing this for 11 years. A little recognition goes a long way. I think they'd appreciate that. So I think that's something that we should really start doing.
It's coming, y'all. Just wait. It's coming. And if y'all got any suggested battlers that y'all think we should do a Flowers episode with, hop in them comments and let us know, because we definitely active in the comments, baby.
and I just want to briefly read just a couple of his accolades. I'm not going to read all of them because there's a lot, because the man did a ton. 12-time platinum view battles, 7-time KOTD world champion, 3-time KOTD title defenses. He had a Summer Madness, he had a Gnome, he had a Volume. He battled in 4 countries, RBE headliner. He's battled on all 3 stages in 1 year. I think back in 2018, he battled on KOTD, RBE, and URL all in the same year. Like, the man almost 750,000 views.
For real. Salute to that man.
That man said 4 countries. Did y'all hear him? 4 countries.
The man was getting around. That passport was stamped. You heard me. So let us know you guys' favorite Pat Stay line, your favorite Pat Stay memory in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Rest in peace to Pat Stay and his family.